as much as you can. American opinion against the Sussexes is shifting. Why? Read on. Greetings and welcome to the World of Royal Staff's channel. Harry and Meghan appeared to need to be very concerned about their reputation in America after being mocked by the satirical cartoon South Park. And let me tell you, it's not just them. Things are consistently getting worse. It's obvious that South Park has all but destroyed them. Evidently, anticipation for his Saturday Night Live performance, in which Harry will be the biggest joke of all, is still high. But if he does show up, it will be in front of a paying audience who will stroke his ego. Let's now discuss satire. It is legally protected and does not have to be factually correct. It is important to note that even people who are not typically interested in celebrity news or controversies can find the recent South Park episode about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle amusing. The episode has actually received praise for its use of humor and satire to make social commentary. Ironically, satire can occasionally be more factual than a documentary. But it's crucial to remember that satire is intended to be humorous and isn't always an accurate depiction of actual events. The recent Meghan Markle and Prince Harry documentary by Liz Garbus has drawn criticism for its propaganda-like method of telling the couple's story. The documentary in particular shows a scene of a Harry Potter premiere that is misrepresented as Harry being pursued by the paparazzi when Harry was not even present. The inclusion of this made-up scene in a supposed documentary only fuels growing doubts about the program's veracity as a true account of the couple's life rather than a fake scripted reality show. The recent media attention isn't helping Harry and Meghan's efforts to uphold their reputation in America. It is evident that the public is beginning to doubt the veracity of the couple's story in light of the controversy surrounding the South Park episode and the criticism of the Garbus documentary. The main issue is that neither of them is sufficiently self-deprecating. They are unable to divulge a humiliating tale in a cordial, "I am aware that I was a fool." They are unable to laugh off jokes about them. Take Meghan's appearance on The Ellen Show as an illustration. It was a complete failure. She had no idea how to be humble or how to tell a funny, embarrassing story. She came across as stiff and distant. Kelly Pickler, however, was outstanding. She had a hilarious story to tell that she thoroughly enjoyed. Harry's rigidity and lack of enjoyment on Saturday Night Live has reached an end. They can smell cringe from a mile away and will not engage in it. H&M won't ever appear on that show because they don't make people cringe. It's that easy. Sussex disgust has replaced Sussex fatigue for the majority of Americans. At this point, Harry and Meghan are nothing more than crumbs because of how irrelevant they are. They're just crumbs, that's right, people. They are unwilling to participate in the game because they lack understanding of how to be likable. Kinsey Schofield, a U.S. royal reporter, sums it up well. They claim that these two are not sincere because they appear on every television program, write books, and watch 6 hours of Netflix while claiming to want their privacy. And therein lies the problem, my friends. Harry and Meghan are unlikable and don't want to participate in the game. They are going to have a very challenging time. The Sussexes have a lot to think about after watching the episode that aired on Comedy Central on March 10th. Richard Fitzwilliams, a specialist on the royal family, thinks the couple should be very concerned about the backlash the incident has caused. Fitzwilliam stated that the Sussexes have been attacking the royal family over the past few weeks, knowing that they will not receive a response because they are obsessed with controlling their narrative. Fitzwilliams noted that despite their efforts, their reputation in America has been seismically affected as a result of Harry's memoir disparaging his family. A Newsweek poll verified the couple's declining popularity. The cartoon version of Harry and Meghan leaving a television interview after the interviewer criticized them was depicted in the episode. "We want privacy," they shouted, with Fitzwilliams claimed that this episode is hilarious and perfectly caps the cartoon version of Harry and Meghan leaving a television interview after the interviewer criticized them was depicted in the episode. "We want privacy," they shouted. Fitzwilliams claimed that this episode is hilarious and perfectly captures the couple's hypocrisy. According to their neighbor, Kyle, when they relocate to South Park, "I'm seriously going crazy over it. They bore the hell out of me. I am unable to escape them." Fitzwilliams is of the opinion that Kyle speaks for the vast majority of those who feel the same way. The Sussexes have been able to criticize others, but Fitzwilliams noted that they now have to contend with laughing at themselves. He thinks it is poetic justice to see the South Park characters accurately mimic the couple. Though their behavior is also cruel, so is the humor. Further, Fitzwilliams noted that while the Sussexes demand to be taken seriously, they also merit ridicule. Other Twitter users praised Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the cartoon's writers, for their outstanding work on the episode. The Sussexes should be very concerned about the effect the South Park episode has had on their reputation in America because it has given them a lot to think about. It was dubbed lethally brilliant by Piers Morgan, who also asserted that this is how most Americans currently feel about Harry and Meghan. The episode opens with Kyle's younger brother, Ike, who was adopted from Canada, distraught over the death of the late Queen Elizabeth II-like Canadian monarch. The rest of the royal family boos the Prince and Princess of Canada when they later make an appearance at a significant state funeral, accusing them of disparaging the Canadian monarchy. The couple appears on Good Morning Canada to promote Harry's new book. Wah! And to demand their privacy in the face of backlash. On the set, the princess's banner reads, "Stop looking at us!" and the prince is holding up a sign that says, "We want privacy!" They storm off the set when the host questions them about how sincere they are about wanting privacy. After that, the couple launches a global "We Want Privacy" tour complete with rainbow dancing and upbeat music. When they stop in Australia, they even visit a field of kangaroos. They also travel to France and India, where they chant pro-privacy slogans in front of amused locals. They eventually make their home in peaceful community of South Park, Colorado. After that, the couple launches a global "We Want Privacy" tour complete with rainbow dancing and upbeat music. When they stop in Australia, they even visit a field of kangaroos. They also travel to France and India, where they chant pro-privacy slogans in front of amused locals. They eventually make their home in the peaceful community of South Park, Colorado. The locals in South Park are not happy about the royals' arrival, and they fight with their neighbors after showing up with a drum kit and demanding privacy. The princess claims Kyle is victimizing her when he confronts them about the magazines with the princess on the cover that cover his home. The prince replies, "We'll see how he deals with my blue penis," before threatening him. The couple seeks assistance from a marketing firm with a crude name in their quest for privacy. The branding manager has a file on the princess that she's had for a while. "I already have your brand, sorority girl, actress, influencer, and victim," he tells her. Even though the humor in this episode may be cruel, Harry and Meghan's actions haven't always been impeccable. They demand to be taken seriously and deserve to be made fun of, as one commenter put it. Even though the humor in this episode may be cruel, Harry and Meghan's actions haven't always been impeccable. They demand to be taken seriously and deserve to be made fun of, as one commenter put it. The prince is described as a royal prince, millionaire, world traveler, and victim by the branding agency. The prince, however, has an epiphany and says, "I don't want to be a mere brand." The Canadian prince declares, "We turned ourselves into products by trying to become a brand. No more Netflix movies or publications. Let's just lead an easy life." He prepares to leave when he notices that his wife is not with him. "Get going, honey." Looking back at her, he exclaims, "Let's get out of here." She does not leave, however, and the prince departs alone. As Kyle and his friends begin to play, the prince shows up and asks if he can join in. Then, to everyone's surprise, he pulls out his drum set. "Get going, honey." Looking back at her, he exclaims, "Let's get out of here." She does not leave, however, and the prince departs alone. As Kyle and his friends begin to play, the prince shows up and asks if he can join in. Then, to everyone's surprise, he pulls out his drum set. We appreciate you watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and click the subscribe button to receive updates on all my new content. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.